Just been busy sorting out the threads that came in this cross stitch craft. I do replace them on here, but they started getting a bit tangly, and also when you get the little odd bits that you want to reuse. So I've been sorting them out. What I do now is put these numbers now on my homemade bobbins that I make from old birthday cards and Christmas cards. And I think that's going to be a lot easier because this is how I usually do cross stitch like this. And as I say, when you get little odd bits, I wind them this way, so I know to use these for small bits, whereas on here it's hard to store them. I will keep these when I do my own projects. I can just work out colours first of all by putting them on there. And then for now, I've just been putting them in 5s, so I know which ones to find, but I don't want to keep them in here. I've just bought this for sorting out and restocking other thread that I've won in auction bids. So I was thinking, what can I put in work in progress ones? And I thought of something I do already have. I've already shown you this, which is what I keep and I take with me when I'm doing either cross stitch or embroidery, where I have my scissors. This is for threads as I cut them off, so you keep getting up or finding a bin. My markers for following where I'm up to on the patterns, my threaders, needles. I've got tailor's chalk in this bit and pins and needles in here. And I remember I had another one of these, and this is where it is, in my craft cupboard. And you would have seen a video I'll link below where my husband made me all these shelves because these were all in a unit and the unit broke. And this is all my different craft items, but I'll link the video so you can see more about that and what I keep in these. And on the top shelf, look, here's another one of them. These are all bits from magazines and bits of paper and coloured card, these sort of crafts. So these are, in this one's old Christmas cards, and the rest are in subjects of other pictures of, say, garden or whatever, and you'll see a project I've made using the garden pictures. But this was in here. This was just for when I cut out tiny things, smaller things. So I could use this for my cross stitch in progress. So I'm going to empty this out now. Put all this just in a small plastic bag, and then all these will go in here, and I'll carry this round as my threads in progress with my other blue one with my scissors and everything. And then this one I can use as planned for restocking all my new threads that I've won in a auction bid. So that's the last of those. That can go in that container where I showed you I've got all the cutting out things. It gives me more space. These can go in their number orders in here. So I think I'm going to put them in sideways and use these. Let's see how that goes. I don't want too many in each one. I might also get a little bookmarker or something sticking up small, so when I take one out, instead of trying to find where it goes, I'll have something marking them. Maybe the divider for every 5. I think when I bought one of these before, it had, these were removable. I'm going to go and find those and maybe put those between every 5. So let's go and look for those. They were in my embroidery one and I didn't use them all. Here's the embroidery one. Here they are. Here's the dividers I didn't use. Oh, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. So let's go and put those in. And you can see why, because these didn't fit. They have to lay to fit in. Oh, there's a long one as well, but that's going to be too long extra. So this is only threads I'm going to use for embroidery or any other project that isn't cross stitch. So some of this thread, this came with the last project I was doing with embroidery spare. These are just ones I bought for different. These are thin ones. I've shown you all this before, and these are knitting and crochet yarns. So I've got different thicknesses. These I just had somewhere. So just odds and ends that don't really match up or aren't actual brands or different sorts of threads. In a previous video, this one fits nicely on top of my drawer, which is only for embroidery items. So that's my completed project, and I'll link the video to that underneath as well, and my embroidery books. Okay, let's see if this works. That will mark every 5. Nice. That's better. Save rummaging through. I don't know how well this will work. Let's just keep maybe the 15 in there. Keep this one. Let's keep 15 there, and then do the next lot here. One's in here. So we're up to 20. So we now want these ones that I've done. So we now want 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, next set of 5, and then we've got 5 more. I think we should put them in this one just because it's the thinner one and they won't twist out. So we'll put the last 5 in there. What's the maximum amount of colours you've ever had in a cross stitch kit? What's the most numbers you've had? I mean, I could move some of these down and squeeze them in there, but I think we'll leave that like that for now. So as I say, let me know in the comments below what's the most amount of different colours you've used in one cross stitch. And I will be linking this project as a whole video on its own, what these colours are for, a project from start to finish in one episode. But let's put in here what's supposed to be in here is the latest auction win of cross stitch threads. And as I say, I make these out of old birthday and Christmas cards. Always keep one as a template, and I'll put those away as well. The ones I've already sorted them out and put them on the bobbins. They weren't on those. Again, I'll link that video below about how much I paid for these and what else came with them. Technically, I've worked out that all these are free, but you'll see that in the video. Now, these were anchor, it said on the label, but there were 2 different styles of the anchor labels. So if you can see, I've put anchor that look like how I used to buy anchor ones years and years ago, And then these had a black anchor label. I don't know if they're new colours or what. If anyone can tell me the difference, let me know. But I have listed them differently. There. And these I always put in the lids. So I know what's in what box. So we have some here that weren't labelled. These were partially used ones. So I think they would just go in a separate hole. And then these ones I have labelled and numbered. So I'll get on with putting all these in here, and then I'll come back and show you it when it's done. So they're done. These are all the numbered ones. These are all the whites. The first one wasn't labelled, but it's obviously the same. And these were the unnumbered ones sitting there. So that's what that was bought for. Oh, look, I've got room to find another lot on an auction win. I never buy threads, so I always like to look out for auction lots where, like these were within a lot, a completely different random lot of items, and I spied these. And I will also link below my videos where I've won full cross stitch multiple sets as well in the auction. And I always put the prices so you can tell me what you think the whole wins are worth and what other finds I've also found for my embroidery and cross stitch. So look out for those in the link below.